Hey guys, it's Robyn, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I've got a pretty exciting video, and usually I do 2 of these per year. This is the Scentsy catalog scent list video. So Scentsy has traditionally done 2 catalogs a year, a spring-summer catalog that starts March 1st, and a fall-winter catalog that runs from September through the end of February. So as we are heading into February, we know that we're now approaching kind of that transition season. So we now are going to be getting a look at the scent list for spring of this year. Now this year there is a twist. This year Scentsy is no longer doing the 2 catalog per year thing, it sounds like. They are doing a 1 catalog situation. So there's going to be a 2026 catalog launching on March 1st, and it will have a scent list for the entire year. So we're going to go through the scent list. I have thoughts. We're going to talk about those after we go through the scent list. What you're going to notice as we go through here is a lot of returning scents from spring and summer of last year. If you are a fall winter person like myself who just loves the fall winter fragrances, there isn't much in here as far as fall winter stuff goes. Now I have heard, and there was mention that I kind of missed in World Tour. That's where this information is coming from, by the way. World Tour, which is an event Scentsy does every year. This year it's virtual, so we were all able to attend online. There was a part where they talked about a possible catalog insert coming out from like August through December that would potentially, hopefully, include the fall winter kind of core catalog scents that we usually see in the fall winter. I don't have details on that yet, and I kind of missed that part because I was taking notes. But what we're going to see here is the scent list for the catalog that's going to run from March 1st through 2026, and I believe the next catalog is supposed to come out around March of next year. So that is what we're working with. So as far as the catalog itself, the actual structure of the catalog, we had the same style of catalog for eons with Scentsy, and it was kind of like I can't remember how many pages, like a lot of pages. We had a reasonably nice, thick, old school kind of catalog, and it was this same footprint, like this same size of page, but it was much, much thicker. Then with a bunch of stuff going on last year with, global trade stuff, they decided to pare it down to this very, very skinny mini little catalog that is like, I think, let me check here, 15 pages, but like barely. Like it's just a few little pieces here of paper, and it's very, very flimsy. There are also no prices in this catalog. Now they did walk that back sometime mid-season. They put out catalogs with prices again once things stabilized. And that is the one thing I haven't heard anything about. I've heard of no price increases happening this season, so that's good news. We haven't actually seen the actual catalog itself, so I can't confirm that yet, but we have had no information that there will be price increases. So if that changes, I'll put a note in the description box below, and that's something to let you know as well. If I make any errors in this video, I will put a pinned comment below correcting it or addressing it. If there's no pinned comment, nothing's come to my attention. This was the fall winter catalog. It was very, very teeny. It had the full scent list, but there wasn't a lot of things to look at. And I think that's what people like when they see the catalog. They like, stylized photos of the warmers. This is just very a few warmers to highlight. So yeah, the upcoming catalog is going to be at least 40 pages, at least 40 pages-ish. It's going to be much more, stylized than this kind of mini condensed version from this season. So it's not going to be quite as long, I don't think, as the original catalog, but it will be a nice, fairly dense catalog. And it looks to be about the same footprint size as this. So yes, this will be available for consultants to order February 1st, which is tomorrow. And then if you're a customer, you may receive one from your consultant. But yeah, these will be available to purchase by consultants on February 1st on Workstation. So I am very glad that we are losing the flimsy, skinny mini catalog. This, I felt kind of served the purpose of a showcase brochure more than a catalog. For me, a catalog by definition is a catalog of all the items you have available, and this is not that. Whereas the new catalog, I believe, does have stylized pages showcasing some of the new items, but also kind of just things showing all the things that are available towards the back, which I think is a good balance. So that is kind of the catalog structure, but this video is not about the catalog itself. This video is about the scent list. So let's jump into that, because there is a lot of changes here, as you might expect, because when Scentsy did their 2 catalogs a year, each catalog would have 80 core scents, plus a handful of Disney scents. So you'd have 84, 85 scents. This time we have less than 80 scents, and it's for the entire year. Now, that's not to say Scentsy's only coming out with 80 scents for the entire year. Not at all. But the catalog for the year is just things that are going to be available all the time. If they sell out, they will be restocked. Warmers, bars, all of that included. If it sells out, it will be restocked, same as catalog stuff always has. So as they explained it at World Tour, there's going to continue to be the catalog, which if those items sell out, bars, warmers, whatever, if it's in the catalog and it sells out, it will be restocked. They're going to order more. Then they're going to have their seasonal limited time offers, which are things like your harvest collection, your holiday collection, your Mother's Day collection, your Easter collection, Valentine's Day. Those are your seasonal limited time offers. Those are designed to be seasonally relevant and to stick around for the season that they're kind of, meant for, while supplies last. Then they're going to have their non-seasonal LTOs, and those are going to be things like your Bring Back My Bar, which we haven't got information about that coming yet, as far as we know. We did vote on it, and there will be releases of that throughout the year, but so far no news. So stay tuned. So Bring Back My Bar will be a non-seasonal limited time offer, as well as things like the Inspire collection that we had in I think it was November, December. Any kind of non-season specific, like the Inspire collection, like this warmer here, Clara was part of it. That's not season specific. That is very much like a year-round piece. So non-seasonal LTOs, because that one is not one you can get in the catalog. That's a limited time offer. It will sell out at some point and it won't be brought back. So the non-seasonal LTOs kind of function similarly to the seasonal LTOs, and LTO is limited time offer, in that they're just designed for a shorter period of time. They will not be restocked when they sell out. Then we have what they're calling LTOs, like just straight up limited time offers. These are going to be more infrequent. These are going to be, and they are now, they're going to be the things that are kind of one and done, high excitement, anticipated quick sellout, collector item type things. So when they did the pre-order for that Disney Castle warmer a few years back, that would have been considered along this line, along with things like the limited time holiday warmer and that sort of thing. So infrequent, but they're designed to be like collector pieces. And those again are meant to be fast sellouts, rare collector pieces. So those are going to be another category of launch. But today we're talking catalog. So catalog scent list. So traditionally we've had 80 scents in the catalog, and we've had 2 of those per year with not all different scents. There's always been overlap where some of the scents continue throughout the year. We've got your Amazon Rain, your Blueberry Cheesecake, your Black Raspberry Vanilla, Luna. All of those have always been kind of year-round core scents, and most of those are sticking around, if not all. We're going to go through what is returning from the spring-summer catalog of last year. I don't have a paper copy of it available. I used all mine last year, but I did find one and went through the list. So I have a list here of the scents that are returning from last year's spring-summer catalog. I also have a list here of the fall-winter scents from this catalog that are staying. And then I have a list of spring-summer scents from last year that are leaving, as well as scents that were not in either catalog or haven't been in a catalog before that are being added to this catalog. So these are kind of new to the catalog. Now, one thing to note is typically we have 10 new release scents in the catalog every season. So that means 20 new release scents per year for the catalogs alone. This year they're paring that way back. So for the 2026 catalog, we have 3 new release scents that are brand new scents that they've come up with. So just 3. There's going to be a few others added to catalog as well, and we will talk about those in a minute. I did not make a list of fall-winter scents that are leaving, because to be honest, it's most of them. Most of the scents in this catalog are going to be gone. Whether they come back as some kind of insert next fall remains to be seen. We don't know. So we hope so, because all your fall-winter favorites are in here. So I know I'm going to be loading up my club this spring, because if you put things into a Scentsy club before the end of February when these all go away, you will continue to keep getting those if you want them. So for these, what I would recommend is if you don't have a club currently and you do want to keep some of these scents on hand for fall and winter and holiday, you could start a quarterly club, so that because they're kind of very seasonally specific scents, you could add them to a quarterly club or an existing quarterly club. And then if we do find that we get an insert, which includes most of them, in the fall at some point, then you can kick them out of your club and you're fine. But if we don't get that, or if the insert isn't that, because we don't know what the insert is, this is new ground for all of us. We've never experienced this kind of Scentsy pattern before. It's kind of a switch up to the Scentsy annual pattern. If we don't get them back, at least you've got them in a club. So So that's going to be my strategy, and that's what I would suggest if these scents mean a lot to you. If you're the kind of person who just warms whatever's available, I am confident Scentsy will have good fall winter scents next year that are new or returning. But there's some of us, and myself included, where there are very specific scents I like to melt throughout the holiday season, and I get very nostalgic about it. And so if you're one of those folks who really has core favorites, and would be sad without any of those scents, I would say add them to a quarterly club. Because if you put them in a quarterly club, like say Silver Bells is your favorite thing, if you put that in a quarterly club, you can skip one per year. You'll get 3 bars a year of Silver Bells, which is probably a nice amount. So if you have any favorites, that's what I'd recommend. Okay, on to the actual scent list. So the longest category and list here is the scents that are returning from last spring and summer. Now, spoiler alert, all 10 new releases from last spring and summer did return for the 2026 catalog. So if you remember last spring and summer, we had the 10 new releases. All of them are coming back to this 2026 catalog. It's going to be hard for me to not say spring summer catalog because that's kind of, when it's launching, and that's what we've traditionally called it. But this is not a spring summer catalog. This is just the catalog. Okay, so the first one is Blue Grotto. That's sticking around. That's always been a year-round classic. Coconut Lemongrass, again, is a year-round scent typically, and it's staying. Paradise Punch is a summer scent we've had for quite some time, and it's sticking around this year as well. 2 citrus scents that they've been kind of playing around with the last couple years. They'll like give us one season and one the other. Squeeze the Day and Sun-Kissed Citrus. One is orange, one is lemon. Those are both returning to the core catalog, so that's good. Squeeze the Day and Sun-Kissed Citrus. Black Raspberry Vanilla, no surprise there. It is a bestseller. This one does surprise me. Camu Camu. This is a very old scent. It is kind of like a tropical scent, and it is returning to the catalog core catalog for 2026. Go Go Mango, no surprise there. That one is a spring summer staple. Island Blooms was one of the new ones last year. It's kind of like a sweet hibiscus. It's nice. Italian Sunshine again was new last year. That was kind of that ambery summer scent. Johnny Appleseed again is a year-round classic. It's staying in the catalog. Pink Pineapple Sugar had originally been a summer collection bar, not a spring summer bar, a summer collection bar a couple years back, or 2 or 3 years back. So Pink Pineapple Sugar is going to be in the catalog, staying around. They put it in the catalog, I think, last year, and they're keeping it for the 2026 year. Summerberry Melon was a holiday or a summer brick a couple years back. They put it in the catalog last year or year before, and now it is going to be staying in the catalog for 2026. Summerberry Melon is like a sweet berry melon scent, more berry than anything else. It's like a sweet, tart, juicy type scent. Sweet Lime and Peach was new last year. It is a kind of tart, bitter lime with a bit of mint to it, like a green mint. There is Tropical Coconut Nectar, which is a kind of sweet tropical scent. Coming back, Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze was a scent of the month years ago, and it's been in the catalog ever since. Like, it's very popular. It's kind of like a sweet, fresh scent. Watermelon Tangerine's a classic. That one is Water Tangerine and Dewy Greens. It's lovely, and it's been around for a long time, so no surprise that it came back. Now, this one is returning from the fall-winter catalog, but it didn't really belong in the fall-winter catalog, in my opinion. It's a great scent. It's one that I've had in my club for a long time. I love it. Bora Bora Blossom. This is a beautiful, sweet, just not heady, not perfumey, just sweet, approachable floral. Perfect for summer. It is returning from the fall-winter catalog, but it was originally, I think, the summer bar. So it's coming to the 2026 catalog as well. So Bora Bora Blossom staying. Starburst Sky. That one is sticking around in the 2026 catalog. That is a kind of sweet, perfumey scent. Yeah. Aloe Water and Cucumber and Amazon Rain. So those, again, are both very classic kind of year-round catalog staples that always stick around. So Aloe Water and Cucumber and Amazon Rain are going to be staying. None of the kind of core catalog scents that I can think of are leaving. So there's that. By the Sea is another classic spring-summer scent. It's staying in the 2026 catalog. Clean Breeze and Clothesline are kind of our 2 classic laundry scents that stay year-round, and those are both carrying on as well, so Clean Breeze and Clothesline. Freshwater Sage was new last year. It is beautiful. It is kind of a upscale white tea type scent. It's really lovely. Fresh. Just Breathe is sticking around. It was in the fall-winter catalog as well. It tends to be year-round, and it is like lemon, lemon, mint, and eucalyptus. Then Magnolia Linen is another kind of one that's been around for quite some time. It's a floral laundry scent, and it's usually a spring-summer scent. So it is staying in the 2026 catalog, so Magnolia Linen. Sweet Pea and Freesia is a very powdery floral that was brand new last year. It is coming back. Ocean Shimmer was new last year as well. It's a really pretty kind of like sparkly lemon fresh scent, like oceanic lemon. It's really lovely. Ocean Shimmer. Barefoot Beach was the most popular bar among my customers last year, by far. You guys loved Barefoot Beach. It is kind of a perfumey, beachy, is there coconut? Maybe a little bit. Ambery, like it's just this warm tanning oil type scent, a little bit perfumey. It's very beautiful and you guys loved it. So that is coming back, Barefoot Beach. Bonfire Beach is also coming back, not to be confused with Barefoot Beach. Bonfire Beach is a very different scent, also very good. Bonfire Beach is like driftwood, marshmallow, salty sea air, and almost like a little bit of a cologne type note as well. Desert Twilight is coming back as well. That was kind of a sweet, it was new last year, it was kind of like a sweet, warm, toasty type scent. Desert Twilight. White Amber and Teak is coming back. That's been around for a while. It's a strong, masculine, amber teakwood type scent. Newborn Nursery is a year-round type scent. It's coming back. It's kind of a baby powder scent. Very Vanilla. I'm glad this came back. I was a little worried about it. Very Vanilla was new last year. It is a like soft, delicate vanilla petal or vanilla orchid type scent. So Very Vanilla is returning. It was not in the fall winter catalog. They are bringing it back to the 2026 catalog. Hibiscus Pineapple was a spring summer catalog scent for many years. That is going to stay a 2026 catalog scent as well. It's a like fruity floral. Lilacs and Violets is your kind of classic lilac flower type scent. Pretty true to real lilacs, so that's coming back to the 2026 catalog. Pearlescent Coast was new last year. It's kind of like a pineapple fresh scent. And then of course Luna. Luna is our like, you know, seasonal, non-seasonal, year-round floral scent that is again a bestseller. Soft berry florals, freesia, that sort of thing. It's very beautiful. Luna staying. Okay. So here are the things from the spring summer catalog from last year that we are not getting back. Now, we had a sneak peek of some of this in November because in November they opened up the vault for all of us to add some popular bars to our clubs as much as we wanted for that whole month. And a lot of us noticed that there were some, what we thought were catalog scents on that list. And we're like, that's weird. Why would they put catalog scents on the vault list? These are going to be available in a few months. Well, it turns out they're not going to be available in a few months. That was a sneak peek. Those bars that were on that list in November did not return. So here is a comprehensive list of the stuff that was in the catalog last year for spring and summer 2025 that is not returning to the 2026 catalog. The first one is a big hit. There's the first list here is a bunch of big hits. These ones are going to sting, especially if you're a spring summer fan. The first one is Cocoa Lime. This has been around with Scentsy forever. Like, it is a lime vanilla scent. It's lovely. I have clubbed it. I didn't think I needed to club it, but apparently I did, so I'm glad I did. It's beautiful. It's been around forever. It's very popular, and I'm very surprised to see it discontinued. So Cocoa Lime is not returning, and it's too late to club it. So that's the one thing here, is these scents that we're about to talk about, it's too late to club these. They've been gone since the end of August. So unless you stuck them in a club in November when they did that vault thing, we're SOL on these ones. So Cocoa Lime is gone. Heirloom Rose is gone. That was an Epcot bar. It's a very powdery, perfumey rose. Skinny Dippin', again, a forever Scentsy favorite, like a kind of creamy, tropical, fruity scent. It's very lovely, very tropical. I do have that one clubbed. That's a good one, and again, very surprised to see it go. Another one I'm really surprised to see go is Rainbow Sherbet. That one was like strawberry, orange, and lime sherbet. So good, so strong, and it's gone. So that one's gone. Pina Colada Cha-Cha, my heart. That is like my very, very, very favorite summer scent. I've got 2 in a club, and even that's not going to be enough. Like, Pina Colada Cha-Cha is like my very favorite summer bar and one that I crave. So I'm really sad that Pina Colada Cha-Cha is toast. That was a lovely Pina Colada bar. Just perfect. Berry Sweet only lasted a season or 2. It was kind of like a sweet kind of syrupy berry scent. Blooming Marvelous is a beautiful floral scent. Kind of reminds me a little bit along the same makeup as something like Bora Bora Blossom. They're very different scents, but they're both similar in that they're kind of like a sweet, fresh floral. So Blooming Marvelous is gone. That's sad. Evening Sky was kind of a powdery, perfumey, kind of rich scent. Kind of a nice, yeah, like Evening Sky. It was very pretty. It's gone. Bamboo and Rainfall, that was a kind of, you know, classic Calgon Take Me Away, like green, refreshing rain type scent. It's gone. Bamboo and Rainfall. Moon Orchid does not surprise me. I thought that one was going to be toast anyways. Moon Orchid was kind of a perfumey floral. I didn't see it get a lot of love. It was rather pleasant, but it didn't seem to get a lot of love. So Moon Orchid is gone. Kindness was a very strong kind of fresh floral laundry scent. It's gone, and that doesn't surprise me too much, because although it was a very good performer and people do seem to love it, you can only have so many like fresh floral laundry scents, and Magnolia Linen is in the catalog too, so I can see it. Strawberry Bliss had been an Easter bar a year or two ago. It was kind of a strawberry jam type scent. It was really good. It's got like a champagne note to it as well, but it's gone. Summer Moonlight was very pretty. That was a strawberry sweet pea type scent. Really nice for bedrooms. Good performer as well. So Summer Moonlight is gone. This one hurts as well and surprises me. Sun Castles. Sun Castles did very well. It was again kind of a creamy pina colada type scent with a bit of a tanning oil note to it. Very lovely. And seemed to be very popular as far as I could tell. But Sun Castles is not returning. Sunshine Mango was a scent of the month they pulled into the catalog for one season. It was kind of like a bright mango scent. Very nice. Not surprised to not see it back, but it was very pleasant. Sippin' Poolside. This one, I don't know. I like it, but from what I could tell, others loved it. So I'm surprised to see Sippin' Poolside go. It was kind of, again, like a fruity, kind of fresh scent. Again, kind of like, you know, fruity pineapple, that kind of thing. But it's gone. Peach and Grapefruit Mimosa is gone. That was a Easter bar a couple years ago. It was lovely. It was very strong, like extremely strong. Strong grapefruit, a bit of peach. It was just atomic in your house. Lemon Sorbet. This is one that doesn't surprise me. It is kind of an icy cold lemon scent. It was very nice, kind of like a watery icy cold lemon. But it's gone. That's sad. And then the other one, I thought they would keep one of the two. There's two lemon scents in the catalog that they got rid of. So Lemon Sorbet is the first one. The second is Lemon Lime Fizz. Now Lemon Lime Fizz had been an Easter bar a couple years ago as well. And it was like a lemon lime vanilla type scent. And it's just got this perfect creaminess and sweetness to it. I love it. Lemon Lime Fizz is one of my favorite lemon scents. I do have it clubbed, but that is a bummer. And I thought for sure, I did think they would get rid of one of them, but they got rid of both. So that's sad. And then again, getting rid of both would have been okay if they had done a whole 10 new release thing and then given us another lemon. But they didn't. They did give us Squeeze the Day, or gave us back Squeeze the Day. But other than that, yeah, well, there's other lemons coming up. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, the other one they got rid of is Key Lime and Grapefruit. That was a rather nice kind of citrusy scent, very bright and vibrant. Pineapple Mango had been around for quite a few years. That was a pineapple mango scent. Very pleasant, very summery. Wild Cherry and Sakura, not a surprise to most of us, I don't think. That was a nice scent. Kind of like a cherry blossom scent. But it didn't really suit spring and summer when they had it in the spring summer catalog. I thought it would have been better suited to like an August collection release or something like that that transition period between spring and summer and fall. But no, it didn't stick around. So Wild Cherry and Sakura is gone. Also gone is Water Lily and Bergamot. So Water Lily and Bergamot was a kind of fresh scent with a bit of a floral note to it as well, and almost like a bit of a salty note as well. It was very pretty. Really liked it. Very fresh. And I think they had it in laundry at one point too, but it's gone. Mint Fields had been an Epcot bar at one point. It is a green, like leafy mint scent, so it is gone. Make a Splash is gone, which it again is kind of a nice fruity fresh scent. The fruity fresh scent that kind of reminds me of that they did keep in the catalog is Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze. So that Palm Trees and Ocean Breeze stayed. Make a Splash did not. Lake My Day is gone. That was kind of a slightly masculine, almost bergamot-y type fresh scent. I know a lot of people really like that one, so it's gone, unfortunately. And Cocoa Nuts for Coconuts was a kind of floral coconut type scent. Again, tanning oil, but very floral. Kind of those like tiare white floral notes. I can't personally do that one, but I know a lot of people really liked it. So Cocoa Nuts for Coconuts is gone, and that is the bad news. So quite a list of things that didn't return, but again, they cut down the scent list for the annual catalog. And when you're trying to condense 160 annual scents down to under 80, they've got 71 in the catalog, not including the Disney bars. You gotta make some cuts. So they cut a lot, but most of the scents that they did keep are spring and summer scents. Okay, out of the fall winter catalog, We have some that are staying, but not very many. So here's the ones that are sticking around from that. Golden Sunflower Fields is staying. That is a nice kind of like fall, winter, or summer to fall transition scent to my nose. It is kind of a warm, again, like ambery, dry grass, leaves type thing, sunflowers. Yeah, it's nice. Kind of nice for early fall, late summer. Lucky in Love. That isn't really a true fall winter scent in my opinion. That is a like light perfumey berry scent. It's kind of a wild card that they put in the fall winter catalog. So while it is from the fall winter catalog and it is returning to the current catalog in 2026, I wouldn't call it a fall winter scent. Pinkberry Sandalwood, they had gotten rid of for a period of time. They're bringing it back. So Pinkberry Sandalwood will be in there, along with Winterberry Apple Tea, which is a lovely scent. Very wintry though, I think. I've actually got a Winterberry Apple Tea candle right now that I'm burning and I'm really enjoying it. So that's coming back as, again, a kind of like a berry apple honey tea. Mystery Man is another core scent that's available year round. It's staying. And this one shocks me to my core every time. Weathered Leather is staying in the 2026 catalog. Weathered Leather, it must be a regional thing. I don't know. Cozy Cardigan, that is a fall winter specific scent. It is a kind of pretty not a little bit powdery, a little bit perfumey, but not in a headachy or aggressive way. Almost a little bit rosy in like a kind of a cashmere-y way. So yeah, Cozy Cardigan. Jammy Time is again a year-round classic that is sticking around. Baked Apple Pie. Now, one thing I will say before we get into Baked Apple Pie, they have changed the bakery category to be called Gourmand, because a lot of the new bakery scents going forward will not necessarily be baked goods. They will be more just, you know, perfumey notes with bits of vanilla and stuff like that, rather than true like gourmands, or rather than like true bakery scents. So they've changed the category name to Gourmand, which does not bode well for me because I want my house to smell like pie, not like amber and vanilla. So we will see. But Baked Apple Pie did stick around. The other thing that they did is they got rid of the spice category and they renamed it to Cozy. So what it looks like they've done is any scents that are spice, they've put in the Gourmand category, and then Cozy is now going to be used for kind of your cashmere type scents and your kind of warm, cozy scents like Jammy Time. So Jammy Time, it used to be in the fresh category. It will now be in the cozy category. So they've done some moving around of scents that way too. So that is a notable change as well. So yes, the bakery category, or the Gourmand category, is now, we have a few that are coming back to it from the fall winter catalog. So we have Baked Apple Pie, which is a year round. Banana Nut Bread from the fall winter catalog is going to stick around and continue, which I think is a great decision. That's a great scent. Blueberry Cheesecake is again a year-round classic core scent. It's staying. Mocha Doodle, year-round core scent, is staying. Vanilla Bean Buttercream, of course, is a year-round core scent, and it is staying. From the fall winter catalog, Cinnamon Bear is going to stick around year-round. So Cinnamon Bear in the Gourmand category. And again, Cinnamon Bear used to be a spice category scent. It will now be in the 2026 catalog year-round as a Gourmand scent. Orange Dreamsicle was in the fall winter catalog. It is sticking around as well. Orange Dreamsicle is not a fall winter scent, but they did put it in the fall winter catalog this year, and it is going to continue on to 2026. It is a orange creamsicle kind of scent. Cinnamon Vanilla is another kind of like year-round spice category scent that they're now putting into the Gourmand category. So that is what's coming back from the fall winter catalog. Not a lot. So out of the fall winter catalog, scents that I would actually consider kind of cool weather appropriate are Golden Sunflower Fields, Pinkberry Sandalwood, Winterberry Apple Tea, Cozy Cardigan. Banana Nut Bread is questionable. I think it's a year-round scent. Cinnamon Bear. And that's really it. The rest I would say are very solidly year-round. So 5 actual cool weather scents, which isn't very darn many, especially when you're like me and you live way up in the northern tundra and it's winter 8 months a year. So I'm not thrilled about that prospect, but here we are. For those of you that live in warm climates, if you live in Florida or Texas or somewhere like that, you're gonna be happy as a clam here. Okay, next up here we have a list of scents, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 scents that are either brand new or they are returning from past launches. So the first is Cypress and Citron. That one is the kind of like petitgrain, cypress, and citron scent that we currently have available in the Inspire collection. That is coming to catalog for 2026, which surprises me. Now, I have melted that one a couple times. It is a kind of spring floral scent, but it is very definitively floral on warm. So if you're not a fan of florals, that one's not going to be for you. There's that one. There's lemon, sugar, and sage, which had been a scent of the month, I want to say early last year, early 2025. So lemon, sugar, and sage. It was a lemon scent. So there's our lemon, because they got rid of a couple lemons, remember? There's our lemon scent. Lemon, sugar, and sage is the new one. It's got a bit of an herbal note to it as well. It's not as sweet as some of the others. Now, the first brand new release scent here is called Wild Citrus and Sugarcane. And they have pulled a sneaky here. So they said a while back, months ago, that they may occasionally take scents that are existing and then rename them something and recolor them and all that stuff and see if they do better. So Wild Citrus and Sugarcane has notes of lemon and wildflowers, and it will be the same scent, apparently, is what they said in a world tour. It's the same scent as Wild for Wildflowers. That was a new release last year. So if you tried Wild for Wildflowers last year, it is now renamed Wild Citrus and Sugarcane. So that is kind of the exception. So when I said all 10 new release scents from last year are back in the catalog, they all are, except for Wild for Wildflowers is now called Wild Citrus and Sugarcane. So that was kind of a bright citrus scent, nice and strong, with a little tiny edge of flowers. From what I understand, as it ages, the floral notes come out more. I've always warmed my bars of that one brand new, so I don't know. When I warmed it, it was very, very citrusy with just a tiny bit of floral. But I have heard that the floral notes come out more with age. So that is Wild Citrus and Sugarcane, formerly Wild for Wildflowers. Petals and Peaches is coming back to the catalog, or coming to the catalog. Petals and Peaches was a scent of the month, I want to say January of last year. It was very good, very popular. I really liked it too. It is kind of like one of those on-trend perfume scents. It was like a little bit similar to the current Amber and Peach scent, but I think Petals and Peaches was much stronger and sweeter as well. So I think if you're a fan of those kind of like trendy sweet perfume scents, Petals and Peaches will be for you. That was a good one. I'm not mad about that one at all. Blue Skies and Bergamot, that was I think June or July scent of the month. That was kind of your classic beach type scents. When you think like breezes and beaches and that sort of thing, like the ocean type scents, aquatics, that's what Blue Skies and Bergamot was to my nose. So that will be joining the catalog as well. Coconut Blossoms was another scent of the month last year. That was really nice. That was, I think, May. That was coconut, and like this, I think Lily of the Valley was the floral in there. It was a very soft spring floral, not powdery, on the sweet side, and the coconut was actually very, very nice. It was a nice balanced scent. Coconut Blossoms I would recommend more as a bedroom scent than anything else. It was on the lighter side, but very pretty. Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm's a long time loved scent from Scentsy. It gets voted back very often in Bring Back My Bar. It's got almost like a carnation scent to it. Like when you think of like a spicy floral, like a carnation, it's almost like that. There's like a green note to it, and it's almost got this kind of like flower stemmy note, and then like wet florals. Like wet florals, but like wet. I think they say it's rose. I think it's almost like more like a carnation or a rose, because it's got this kind of like spiciness that a carnation has. So that is Thunderstorm. Very good, very strong. And I think that will be very popular in the catalog. Another one they're bringing to catalog is last year's Mother's Day bar, Vanilla Rose. That one had been a rose scent. Now, to my nose, the current scent, Bergamot and Tuberose in the Valentine's Day collection, I know tuberose and roses aren't the same flower, but the tuberose note in Bergamot and Tuberose is the same as the rose note in Vanilla Rose. So Vanilla Rose is a sweet kind of cashmere rose scent. Very similar to my nose to Bergamot and Tuberose. I personally prefer Bergamot and Tuberose. While it is much lighter than Vanilla Rose, I just prefer the scent balance better. But again, that's gonna be very subjective, very dependent on the nose. Vanilla Rose was a much better performer and much stronger. So Vanilla Rose will be in the catalog. Sun Drenched Cotton was in the summer collection last year. In that 5-bar summer collection we had, Sun Drenched Cotton will be added to the catalog. That one was almost like a masculine linen, little bit of coconut, but for the most part it was just kind of like a little bit along the line of like a toned down, beachier version of White Amber and Teak to my nose. So that was Sun Drenched Cotton. That will be added to the catalog. Cocoa Cashmere. This was a December scent of the month recently. This is very nice. This was one I really enjoyed. And I think it makes sense for the year-round catalog too, because Cocoa Cashmere, to my nose, was not really a holiday scent or a wintry scent necessarily. I think it's a beautiful scent to transition from winter to spring, or even in late winter or sometime like that. It's just a nice scent. So Cocoa Cashmere I think is a great addition, and I think you could even melt that in bedrooms in the summer, because it does have a bit of coconut to it, like coconut milk, and I think that does make it kind of work for summer as well. So Cocoa Cashmere will be in there. There is also another brand new scent called Saltwater and Saffron. Now Saltwater and Saffron is a brand new scent. It's not renamed. It has driftwood, saffron, and lemon peel, and they did describe it as having a bit of an earthy floral to it as well. But the scent notes are driftwood, saffron, and lemon peel. But when they were describing it, they said it's got a bit of an earthy floral. So that is Saltwater and Saffron. So the other one we have in the catalog is Cozy Vanilla that's being added. Now Cozy Vanilla has never been a bar before. Cozy Vanilla was offered in candles recently as part of that Cashmere collection. And I have that candle, I loved it, and I said, I wish we had this in a bar, and now we're getting it. I'm glad we are, because it's a really good one. It is sandalwood, soft suede, and vanilla, and it's just warm and cozy, and it's beautiful. It's a lovely vanilla sandalwood. It's sweet, it's woodsy, it's comforting, it's perfect for like an evening in your house. I think it would be year-round appropriate, maybe not for the very hottest of days in the summer, but anytime you just want to feel cozy at home and just reading or watching TV or something, it is a beautiful scent for like an evening in or for the bedroom. So Cozy Vanilla, I'm very much looking forward to in bar form. Then we have Sorrento Breeze being added as well. Sorrento Breeze was again, one of the 5 summer collection bars last year. To my recollection, Sorrento Breeze was kind of a sweet, fresh scent. Aquatic, but not as much as most. Like when you think of aquatic scents, this was more sweet with some citrusy top notes and that sort of thing. And it was like a blue color, if I'm remembering correctly. That was Sorrento Breeze. I remember enjoying that one. Then we have a brand new scent again. This one is not repackaged. This is brand new, called Seagrass and Sand. Now, Seagrass and Sand, I have wildflowers, coconut, and sand. And people said it was kind of like the sea, like sea salt and watery. It's got some like salty notes to it as well. So that is Seagrass and Sand. So that is another brand new scent. So that is what we got. That is the scent list. So lots of spring summer bars from last year returning. Very few fall winter bars sticking around. And then quite a few of last year's scent of the months, and quite a few scent of the months, and a couple of the summer collection bars as well coming to the catalog. And we are also losing quite a few core like favorite summer scents that people have loved for years. So I think the biggest hits for me are going to be Cocoa Lime, Pina Colada Cha-Cha, and Rainbow Sherbet and Skinny Dippin'. I do have all of those in clubs, thankfully, but that's an ouch. Although, yeah, Lemon Lime Fizz again is a favorite. Sun Castles, like the go-to scents that I would actually seek out in the catalog for spring and summer are all the ones that are gone. The ones in the spring summer catalog that did stay are, you know, some of them I would probably pick up, but they're not my diehard favorites. So that's kind of sad. But I'm a fall winter person at heart anyways, and I'm curious to see how they do this for fall winter, because again, this is new territory. We've not experienced this before. This is a total shake-up to the calendar year in Scentsy land with the one catalog. So yeah, I hope they give us something like this. What I would be okay with is if we have our 2026 catalog, which is going to be, you know, more like a traditional catalog, and then in August they want to post us one of these, like a flimsy little skinny one with just all the fall winter scents. Like bring back like 40 of them, 50 of them, bring back lots of them. Whole scent list of those, and some, you know, fall winter warmers and products like that, and make them available for the whole season. That's what I would like to see. There is no guarantees there. We don't know. So that is the catalog scent list for 2026. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Are there any heartbreaks in there for you? Are there any that you want to club? And like I said, almost all of the fall winter catalog scents that are in this catalog are going away, and we don't know if they will be back, and if they do come back, what that looks like. It certainly won't be that they're available for the entire season next year. Now, if they're available August through December, I think that's okay. So yeah, we will see. I do hope that they give us access to almost all of the fall winter catalog scents, along with some new ones, because yeah, I feel like fall winter are the ones people get most nostalgic for, because it's, you know, the holidays and just that cozy time of year when we all are melting more. So I'm curious to see what that looks like. Curious to see. But yeah, that is the scent list for 2026 for the whole year. And I would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. If you want to chat about it, we also have a Facebook group. You can find the link for that in the description box here. You can join that, and we will be talking about that, I'm sure. We'll be talking about the scent list a lot in that group. But yeah, one thing that came up last year a lot was people were just overwhelmed by the amount of new stuff. And so this year, having just the one catalog with less new scents to try, there's just 2 brand new scents to try. The rest are returning. That gives us less in the catalog as far as like things that we feel like we need to try. And then it seems like possibly we may not get a St. Patrick's Day collection. So it feels like they're being more intentional about the releases. And one of the things that they're doing that I'll talk more about in another video is called the monthly edit, where they're going to be doing a scent of the month, same as they do now, but it will also come with a couple other scents as well that are seasonally relevant. And then that will be available for up to 3 months, kind of like the scent of the month is now. So you'll still get your one scent of the month that is discounted along with a warmer of the month that is discounted. But then launching with that, not discounted, will be another couple warmers and another couple scents, which I think is a nice way to do it, you know, because we all know that things drop on the 1st a lot. So to have it where, you know, all these things drop together on the 1st, you can grab those if you want to and just get more than the one thing. I like that. I think that's a good idea. But yeah, we'll talk more about that in another video. I'll talk more about the changes that are coming, that they announced at World Tour. Yeah, so other than that, overall, I think I'm really happy that there doesn't seem to be any price increases. I did want to mention as well, the Disney scents, like your Lilo and Stitch bars, your Angel 624, Stitch 626, your Harry Potter Wizarding World, and your Winnie the Pooh 100 Acre Wood, all 4 are staying. And continuing through to 2026, it does not look like there's any changes to the Disney section of the catalog. So those bars are sticking around. Yeah, I will do a separate video talking about the changes that are coming. Nothing super alarming as far as like the customer experience. I think a lot of them are going to take getting used to for like those of us who've been on Scentsy for a while and are used to kind of the flow of the year. But I think for the most part, the changes are going to be positive. So I will make a video about that separately, but let me know what you think about the scent list in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.